Welcome back, everyone. It's Kirrok here. Welcome back to another episode on the Blockshire Minecraft server. And here we are with the 3 defensive towers complete. It's going to get dark soon. And now we have moved and shifted our attention to the Gatehouse. All I managed to do was lay down stairs all the way around the perimeter. Yeah, that's basically it. I earlier on I did lay out the way this thing will look on the inside, and I just made the decision to keep these floors totally open. I think that'll give us a little more space on each floor. The other thing too is we had to shorten the height of the opening for the front gate, or for the 2 gates, one on that side and one on this side, by 2 blocks. Or they were going to go above the floor that is where we're going to have the murder holes. Not too bad, because it's still pretty high. It's still pretty tall. So I think that's fine. Our goal now is to build up. Once we get up to the first floor level, then we're going to go shift out by 1 block. 1 block? Maybe, possibly 2. Let's go sleep, it's getting dark. Maybe possibly 2. So I don't have a plan really on how I'm going to lay this out. I mean, build this castle wall, this gatehouse. I already kind of laid it out to begin with, so I'm building up off of that. But it's going to be a little bit of, you know, fly by the seat of my pants, kind of make it up as I go. But not quite. I mean, I have a vision. I just don't know how well it's going to look once it's done. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get to the height of that. I'm going to start, building walls up to the height of that thing. Then make a judgment call on whether I want to have it step out. You know how that little step right there is out? I want to do the same thing on this one. I just don't know if I want to take it out 1 block like that one, or 2. Maybe 1 will be enough just to give it that look or that impression. But I'll start building it up. And once I get to that upper level, that first floor, I'll bring you guys back. All right, welcome back, guys. So we have put in the first floor of the gatehouse. This is 1 floor right here. In fact, if you come over to this side, I experimented a little. This is the only way to get in these right now. Actually, eventually I'll have another, this wall will be broken and another wall going out encompassing the other half of the mountain. But I experimented by putting a roof. I used dirt temporarily as a placeholder because I haven't decided what kind of wood I want to use to show plank floors between different floors in the tower. But I did it because I wanted to see if these would freeze. And I had torches next to them. I took them away. Let's take this one away. I don't want to have torches nearby because I don't... That's how I've been getting over, or getting... Let's put it up there. Past the fact that if I leave open water without torch... Ooh, it's dark. Let's go sleep. For example, while we're heading over to the bed here, you'll see I have torches next to this water because if I remove those torches, it will turn into ice. And I don't want that. I need water. So I was curious to see, and I couldn't remember... I hear a skeleton. I couldn't remember if having a roof over the water was good enough to keep it from freezing, and it looks like it is. Because it's been, the whole time I've been building, this water's been kind of like just sitting here with no torches next to it. And because it's covered up, it doesn't freeze. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I'm so happy they thought of that. That was the main reason I did this. Plus, I wanted to see how dark it looked in here. I lit it up a little bit just to prevent spawns. So, yeah. So we have essentially the first floor complete of the gatehouse. And as you can tell, it's almost like it is basically 2 buildings. There's the one building, and here's the other one. But this one, I did not put a roof on it. Let's get in. Okay, there we go. That's why it's well lit. And then eventually there's going to be a... oh, no. You know what? I'll probably take it out of here. Let's do this. There's going to be a wall going this way that encompasses this side of the mountain. So I'm going to do it from this side over here. That's why I'm going to leave those broken open in the center. And that's why they are odd numbers. Like that. That is the center, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. So this is the first floor. And if you look at this dirt pillar right here, that dirt pillar, basically the gateway, the arched gateway, which is what we're going to work on next, is the main entrance into the castle. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Eventually this ladder won't be here or anything like that. There will be arrow slits on the side of the wall here and arrow slits on the side of the wall here. And then the roof that's going to be above, which will be and correspond to the floor, the first floor above. So basically you'll be on this floor here. Hang on, let me jump across. Oh, utter fail. Oh my God. Let's try that again. Let's do it from over here. Okay, so this will be a floor, and then this will be open across here. Not open, sorry. It'll be, the floor will continue across here to that side. So this first floor is going to be solid all the way through. You can travel from this side of the building to that side of the building, no problem. And it'll be 7 high before the next roof, and then it's going to be split into possibly 2 sections, or maybe I'll combine it, but then I'm not sure. Once we build up to that level, then we'll know for sure. But the point of this being open is because, not open, but a floor going right across, is because we're going to have big holes, try and make some nice looking holes, that will be the murder holes that you find in the gatehouse or the kill zone. Essentially, this acts as a trap. So if an invading force comes here and destroys the door and comes and makes their way in, there should be a wooden door and there should be a gate. I can't remember. There's an actual name for it. The ones that you see come down with the spikes and the wood across the front on both sides in order to trap them. And the mechanism to lower those, I'm not going to actually make a one that lowers, but I'm going to make it look like it's just going to be hanging in midair so people can cross through. It would be, if they were under attack and they managed to break through the first door, they would drop that one. Once the army would rush in here, they would drop the second one, trapping them, allowing the people on both sides to use the arrow slits to shoot them down dead with arrows, and the people on the upper floor to throw down boulders, scalding hot oil, anything else that could be used as a weapon to kill them. Therefore, the kill house, or the death house, also known as death house. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But right now, I'm going to work on getting an archway that looks half decent. Once I got the archway done, I will then continue building up. But it's at this floor that I have to decide whether I want to build out by 1 block. So it's going to look something like this. Hang on. I'll show you like this. I'm just using dirt right now as a placeholder. Either build out by 1 block to create an overhang, like that. Let's just make it a little bit. Or potentially by 2 blocks. So let's see. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. If you look at the defensive tower, that's what I'm aiming to get. And that is a 1 block offset. Here, I'm considering a double offset. To make it overhang more, let's go down. Let's see what that looks like. See, a double offset might be too much. I honestly don't know. I have to decide all the way around and then take that thickness up. Okay. Well, when we come to that bridge, we shall cross it. I'll leave that up there for now. Let's work on getting this archway looking right. I'm going to do that and then bring you guys back. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, check it out. I said I was going to do the archway on both sides. I ran into like a few different ideas and difficulties, and I think this is where I want to go. I'll show you what I've got so far, and then what we'll do is we'll build a layer in for the door, because I was looking at some gatehouses online. Some of them have a door right beyond this gate, the gate that comes down. I can't remember the name of this gate. There's actually a name for it. And then we'll start building on the other side the same thing. But you'll notice I went for an archway look, so I wanted the peak to kind of like come to a point. And I did that using stairs. I did that using half slabs to kind of get that curved detail. Portcullis. That's it. That is the word. Thank you, Sumac. That is the word. I remember it's just, you know what? I have a little, hang on. This guy has nothing but castle stuff. Matriculations. Portcullis. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Portcullis. I can't go there. Right there. I should have referenced this because I took time to study it. I got matriculations, murder holes. What else? A few other things. Dungeon and so on. Okay, put that aside. So in the end, I ended up going with just straight blocks. Yes, it's not as detailed a curve into an arch, but the reason I did that is because I wanted to use gates to make what looks like the portcullis. Portcullis. God, I can't even say it. And when I had the stairs, creating a nice finer, rounder shape to look like a point in the archway, there were gaps where some of these parts of the fence were not connecting to it. And I wanted the look of the connection over the look of the arch. And so I substituted those stairs with regular blocks. And you can see that it still gives the impression of an arch because there's a step in here, two up, a step in here, a hole right in the middle, and then same back around. So it's not too bad. It still gives the impression of an arch. I think I'm at a height that works for somebody who might be horseback riding into the castle. So I think it works there too. And I get that added bonus of the fences connecting to all of the blocks. Then I had an idea, and I decided to continue the build of the fence up so it looks like it's literally traveling through the material. And this side, I'm going to leave it open and viewable when somebody's on this floor using the murder holes up here. So it gives that added realism or added look to it. I think that's great. I'm going to use the color, most likely the color of the fences at the top. I just used what I had on hand to get the position. Later, we'll replace them with the right ones. And then this is the wall that's going to go out by one. It's like that little step right there. And I've decided I'm going to stick with one overhang, not two. I was thinking of possibly going 2 blocks, but no, I don't want to. So that's what this looks like on this side. We're going to do the same on the other side. But before we do, I do want to add in an actual door. And I don't have in mind exactly how I want to do that, but the door is lower. So it's going to be on this plane, like 1 block right out. The door is lower, but I want to keep still the same kind of arch. So this is what? 1, 2. So we'll do this. We'll go... And I got to keep it high enough. Oh, it connected. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. 1. I need dirt beneath me. So this I'm kind of just building on the fly based on what I saw online. And I got some trapdoors to play with, but let's oh, smooth stone. 1, 2, and I want to go like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. So it's basically a smaller arch, still an archway that you can kind of see behind it. I wonder if I can make that one out of stairs because it doesn't actually have fences connecting to it. I might be able to make that out of stairs. It will look a little better. I just killed 3 blocks of smooth stone. And then I got to have doorways or doors. And I don't want the doors closed. I want the doors open. Now, Sumac recommended trying traps, but I don't know how, because as far as I know, trap doors always work this way, unless you could place them in the vertical. Oh, like open. So they look like it's a doorway that's open. Yeah, that works. But if anybody comes and hits it, it's going to come out rather than... It's going to come out on the horizontal plane rather than on the vertical plane. Is this what you kind of had in mind? Like a doorway, like kind of like Let's flush up against it. Let's take these down. How many blocks is that? That's 2. This is 1, 2. We'll screw around with 2. And then the other side would have the door along the wall. So it looks like the doors are open. Is that what you meant? I don't know if you're still there in chat. I mean, that might work. We'll make darker ones. I know you can make them in different colors. I think I'd have to do another row here to make it look right. And then another row there. That would work. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. It's nowhere near being a final thing. But I think what I should do is change these out with stairs. So I'm going to play around with that right now. Spruce might look better. Yes, I definitely am going to use a darker wood for both the door and the portcullis. I can't even get that, can I? Can't pick it up. I can't. It won't even. Come on. Come into my inventory. Okay. I got stairs on me. I don't know if they're gonna. If it's gonna work or not. What if I do a block there? I already took it down. Block there. Block there, but stair. And do I have different any other? Yeah. Stair. We'll take this down. Leave that there where it is. We will put it 1 lower. So I'm actually lowering this, but I think that might look better. Let's go back. Yeah, that looks way better. Let's go look at it from the other side. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, but there's a hole. Let's go up there and see what we can do about that hole. This wall is going to go up anyways. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so that's fine. We can do... Oh, wrong. No. I want it to show more. Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll do that and that. Okay, it's getting dark. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to be closed up. We'll leave brick there, but this is going to be wood. Like this side, this is brick because of support, so it's the way it's structured. You know what I didn't think of? I didn't think of beams. Oh my god, are we going to have to throw in beams? I might be able to add them in later, make it look structurally sound. Let's go sleep. I might. I don't know if I'm going to want to go that deep. That looks good. You know what? We are also going to make another change. I got to eat something. That one come off. Stair. No, you upside down. Stair and... Gosh darn it. Fumbling my inventory items. There we go. Yeah, way better. Way, way, way better. So, one thing I didn't touch upon that you guys may have noticed is at this archway, I'm using different blocks. Like all of a sudden, I've introduced blocks that I haven't used anywhere in the build, such as the polished andesites there and the polished diorite. So my intention has always been to build these walls, build these towers, build these, you know, defensive towers and so on with a base material. And what you're seeing right now is the base material. It is basically all gray, simple stone. And I did some of it as smooth stone and some of it as stone bricks because I want, sorry, I want that difference in texture. However, the intention has always been that once I have everything up and put in place and built, that I'm going to go through these walls and pepper in different clumps of different colored stones, some of it being diorite, some of it being andesite, to basically break up the gray monotony that you see, to give it a bit of character. Not a lot. I just want it in there just to kind of like break up that gray flat color and add a little bit of look. And we're going to experiment with that, and we're going to try with that. But we'll do that once everything's built up, at least on this side of the mountain, because there's still the other side of the mountain to build. And here, once I was doing these, the archway, I thought to myself, let's just throw them in and see. And I'm liking it. It's not bad. Could you imagine, like, just try and imagine those same blocks being scattered in and around the different walls in different places? It'll look good. At least I think it will. But we'll give it a shot. I mean, how hard is it? We poke a few holes, throw a few in, see, evaluate. If we decide we don't like it, we could pull them back out and put other blocks back in. But that's why I did that. And this is looking sick now. We do have a door. I don't want to make any more trapdoors because I'm not going to end up using them, especially if they're not the color I want. What I don't know is if I want to have 2 or 3 on the wall there, and then another 2 or 3 on this wall, indicating that they're open. Obviously, they don't close. Obviously, the gate doesn't close. I'm not building it with that kind of functionality in mind. If I had to do that, this would be 5 times the size it is now, because then I'd have to account for space for something to travel up and down. I'd have to figure out how to make that travel up and down using redstone. Forget it. Not happening. I just want this to look good and still deliver the message that it is a medieval castle. So now the goal is to put basically this kind of build. Not necessarily with the wood, because the wood's going to be replaced, or we might make the right colored wood and make the right colored trapdoors and do it on this side. Once we got that done, then I will begin building up the rest of the building, the rest of the entire gatehouse. But I am going to go with that one overhang that you see over there. It's just at this point in time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the episode to an end. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. So this is open. Hang on, before I end. This is open to get in. And then this is open to go through the wall that's going to go over here to another tower eventually. We haven't even planned out this side of the building. And there is no crossing between the 2 halves at the lower floor. That might not be good. Maybe what I'll end up having to do is put in like a spiral staircase up to the 2nd floor, because the 2nd floor is going to be connected all the way across. See, because that's one half of the gatehouse. This is the other half of the gatehouse. And the way in here is through this wall that's coming from that tower. And again, I don't have a way of getting across, but I have a way of getting in the wall that's going to go this way on the other side of the mountain. So it might be to our benefit to make a stairwell that goes up to the 2nd floor in this half and the other half. So that way, when you're down on the 1st floor, you don't have to run all the way around just to get up to this floor. You could just literally walk up the stairwell and you're up on this 2nd floor. And this 2nd floor is going to basically be one big open space right across here. With it's all going to be stone, because it's going to be a battle area, where this is going to be wood, because those guys that are stuck in there in the kill zone are not going to be inside here. Yeah, I think that's going to, okay, keep that in mind. Mental notes. But that's what we've got done so far today. We've got the beginnings of the gatehouse going, which I am super excited about. I am liking where it's going, even though technically I didn't have it fully planned out. And I love doing it kind of on the fly, but still I did have a layout in mind. I still don't know how it's going to look up high, because when you look at these defensive towers, the actual 1 block overhang happens very high up with like one floor left, where I'm doing it right after the first floor on this building. So it's going to look top heavy. It's going to be big on the top. I don't know if that's going to be good. I think it will, because that's high enough. That's tall enough from this side. But we're going to figure that out as we go. So no more delaying. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Getting there.